All right, this video is, make another video. This video is for, I think it's just indie and rock, kind of stuff. A couple pop records, but just if you're interested of the kind of alternative stuff that I bought in May 2018. This I bought is Tegan and Sara, The Con. I think I got this on Amazon for like 20 bucks. This album is a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 100%. Tegan and Sara, their acoustic stuff up to, forget the name of the album. I'll put it on the title or on the screen. But up to that album, the pop stuff that they did after that, not my favorite. But this album, The Con, where it's all acoustic, experimental kind of, not really experimental, but there's different things going on in this record. There's actually a little making of video on this. I would really watch that because it's fantastic. These guys are so good. And this came out in 2007 and it's been reissued. I don't know if these were, I don't know if this is in print anymore, but this is a fantastic album. 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 100%. I highly recommend this album. This is a pretty cool release. Now, this is a band called Giant Drag. This is a live in Leeds. And as you can see, I got mine signed to Michael from Annie. Annie Hardy is the singer-songwriter for Giant Drag. And back in the day, these guys were like going to be big. I mean, they were in the alternative rock scene. Like they had a lot of buzz going on the album that she toured for this. I think it was something Unicorns. I can't remember the name of the album. It's not on vinyl. I really, really wish it was, but there was a lot of buzz on that album. And she did an EP after this, but then I think that I don't know if this was in the same time period, but I think she got pregnant and then she had her kid, but then I think her kid died. It was like a really sad situation. And I think after that, she kind of, this is kind of not really talking about the music, but she kind of became like a conspiracy type person, you know, like with that kind of mentality. And then when the pandemic hit, she got really, really into being anti-vax and stuff like that. And I don't know or think that she was into that before, you know, her tragedy in her life. Now I don't know if that's true or not, but I think that's true. She seems pretty, you know, I don't want to say liberal, but you know, just open-minded here on some of these songs. Like, and this is a live album that she recorded in Europe, and this is self-put out. And what she did was she created all these album covers herself, and she, you know, created the design, and she did like glue, and then she put the sparkles on there. So, you know, you can see it's kind of a little bit shiny, I guess, you know, for sparkles. And then she signed each one and sent them to people who wanted them. I was just looking up Giant Drag one day. This was, like I said, early when I was collecting vinyl and wondering, you know, I don't know how I come across it. It must have been like a recommendation through Apple or something, because I'd never heard of them before. And this is 2006. So this is kind of after grunge, you know, and this is kind of a grunge album. This really reminds me of the 90s grunge stuff. And it's a really, really great record. These songs are excellent. I wish that first album that they did was put out. She does a version of Chris Isaak's A Wicked Game, which is a fantastic version of the song. It's kind of faithful, but it's in her own style, so it's kind of unique as well. Really, really, really great record. I just think it's unfortunate. I mean, I'm not into the politics that she's into or the conspiracy theory stuff, and she has really gone deep into that stuff. Like, if you go look her up on Instagram now, her personal account, you know, she's really, really deep into that stuff. So, you know, whatever, it's fine, you know, to each his own, I guess. But I really wish that, you know, she had done a little bit more music like this, you know, from this era. Her music is kind of different now, a little bit different. It's still good, and I really haven't listened to too much of it, but this album, this live album, I don't even know if you can get this anymore. I had to actually add this to Discogs, and if you go to Discogs, my copy with, you know, the one that she signed for me is the one that's displayed. You know, the pictures are from this one, so it's kind of cool. Anyway, interesting story. Annie Hardy, if you want to look her up, check her out. Really good album. I don't know if you can get a hold of this from her website anymore, but if you can, I would definitely try to get this. It's really, really good.
Thanks. Thank you for loving me.
All right, this album, we're going to get into the 70s here. This is Joe Walsh. But seriously, folks, this is a pretty good album. It's pretty mellow, except for the one song, you know, the Life's Been Good. You know, that's like his signature song, basically. Every other song on here is really laid back, almost country rock, you know, kind of Eagles-ish. So you can tell, you know, like, either he was inspired by the Eagles or the Eagles were inspired by him. I don't know, but he just has that style on this album a lot. It's good. It's not great, I don't think, but Joe Walsh as a human being is fucking hilarious. I love that guy. If you ever get a chance to watch the 2-part Eagles documentary, like that 3-hour epic documentary on them, it is fantastic. It is amazing. A band just getting huge egos. Don Henley and Fry, going after each other after they break up, splitting the money, all that stuff. All the dirty laundry is aired. And yeah, this is an okay record, but yeah, buy it for Life is Good, because Life is Good is a great fucking song. This is a dollar record that I got. I'm going to show a couple dollar records here. I found this at this Meatloaf Bat Out of Hell. This is a really fun record to listen to. This is really good stuff here. A lot of these songs are just theatrical. They really sound like, it almost sounds like a musical, really, because like these songs have that element of camp to them, like a lot of musicals, their songs sound a little campy, even the Jesus Christ Superstar stuff. But that's what I would put this in the same category of, kind of like, stage metal or, musical metal, like musicals metal, quote unquote musicals metal. That's kind of what this reminds me of. I'm just looking, this was produced by Todd Rundgren too. Fantastic. This is a great album. I would recommend buying this if you can pick it up. It's a fun record to listen to. If you like the musical type style, but in a more, like a hard rock musical. And these songs are less, they're I guess they're kind of musical in the, I'm using musicals like musicals, quote unquote. So they're 50-50, I guess, rock and musicals. Anyway, if that makes sense. Anyway, buy the album. It's good. And I got this for $1. And it has the insert. I think it has the insert too. A lot of my dollar records didn't have the insert, but yeah, this one still has it, which is pretty cool. So I have all the lyrics and stuff, which is good. A lot of my dollar records that I bought, and this sounds really good. I mean, it's definitely worth more than $1 because like it is noisy, but it's not that bad. And I just got, a new system. I'm recording my videos in a different place. I got brand new Klipsch speakers, that were used for me. They're from the 70s. They're huge. They're the Klipsch horn. And I got this new receiver, this Denon receiver that's, $1,000 receiver, basically. Everything just sounds really, really good now. I can hear everything now. I touch the needle down and I can just hear every little tick and pop and drag of the, needle. So when the music starts, everything sounds great. But, when there is defects or deficiencies on the album, like pops and clicks, they're more pronounced. But still, not that bad. And I think that's just going to be expected from vinyl, and I don't mind that much as long as it's not just a constant crackle and pop, as long as 80 or 90%, well, really 90 or 95% of the music is clear and I can hear it without all the noise. That's great. If some songs have some noise, I'm okay with that. So another dollar record I got, the Carpenters, Singles 69 to 73. Fantastic album. I listened to this just recently, incredibly mellow, it's AM radio, just that kind of, soft rock, I guess. But the songs are just great. Karen Carpenter's voice is fantastic. The story behind the band, like the brother and sister, the tragedies, it just brings something special to listen to their music. And I don't know that you need more than this, but if you get a chance to buy this for like $5 or less, I would, because I found it for $1. And mine has the lyric book, with all the song explanations and stuff, which I think all greatest hits should really have. But this is kind of a fantastic record, and I really like it because I really like that song Superstar, which is the song that Sonic Youth did, and that's just fantastic. Sonic Youth's version is really good, but the version on here is really good too. And Karen Carpenter's voice, I mean, that's really what draws me into this album more than the songs even, is just her voice. Her voice is just captivating. It's really, really, really fantastic. One of the reasons why I like female singers a lot is these kind of, her voice is just haunting. And for me, male singers are not always like that. It's just harder, I think. But there's a lot of female vocalists that just do it for me, that it's kind of like an ASMR thing, where certain noises or something, they really tickle your brain. And the female voice or female vocals or high male vocals, even like King Diamond, that's one of the reasons why I really like King Diamond, that just does it for me. So anyway, Carpenter's dollar record, really good. I bought this.
Guitar, it sounds so
just the radio. Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? You said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby, I love you, I really do.
I bought this Melanie record mostly because of Brand New Key. I really love the movie Boogie Nights. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. So Brand New Key is on here. It's an okay album otherwise, but I do like Brand New Key a lot.
I rode my bicycle past your window last night. I roller skated to your door at daylight. It almost seems like you're avoiding me. I'm okay alone, but you got something I need. Well, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. I think that we should get together and try them out, you see. I've been looking around the world. You got something for me. Oh, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key.
This album I kind of bought for one song as well, but I do like this album. It's Kenny Rogers and the first edition Greatest Hits. The main reason you buy this album is because of the song Just Dropped In to check what is it? Just dropped in to see what condition my condition is in. Fantastic song. If you watched Big Lebowski, you know that song and you probably think it's a cool song as much as I do. So if you ever see this Greatest Hits, this is Kenny Rogers and the first edition. That song's on here. There's a lot of good songs on here. Ruby, Don't Take Your Love to Town. I mean, that's a song about a guy who gets paralyzed. I don't know if it's from the war. I can't remember the exact lyric, but you know, he can't have sex with her anymore, so she's going and getting laid in town. He even says that he'll shoot her, like fucking kill her because he's so sick of it. But anyway, country kind of music with tragic lyrics, but also has the song Just Dropped In. This one I actually
just heard the slamming of the door. The way I know I've heard it slam 100 times before. And if I could move, I'd get my gun and put her in the ground. Oh, Ruby, don't take your love to town.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, what condition my condition was in.
I woke up this morning with the sun down, shining in. I found my mind in a brown paper bag, but then I tripped on a cloud and fell 8 miles high. I tore my mind on a jagged sky. I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, what condition my condition was in.
Just Dropped In. This one I actually just recently upgraded because this is the Supremes. This is the Supremes Greatest Hits. Well, Diana Ross and the Supremes, of course, Greatest Hits. And the reason why I upgraded my copy is because this album comes with the little posters. Oh, where are my posters? Here they are. It comes with these posters of the band, like this fold out. And my original copy from May 2018, I didn't have this. So I found a copy for like $4 or $5 at a store recently. And I think I kept my original albums because they were in they were in better condition than the one that I got this out of. But I really wanted this insert because I think it's really cool that the album came with that. Yeah, and of course, you know, Supremes are fantastic. I really like a lot of that girl group stuff. There's a lot of compilations that I have. I pretty much buy almost all of them that I see, you know, if there's a good one or one that I don't have, or, you know, I really like those 60s girl groups, Shangri-La's, you know, all that stuff. Leslie Gore, really great stuff. Supremes are fantastic. You can't go wrong with this as a greatest hits as well. And like I said, I just upgraded my copy just to get that insert. And that's it. So not a ton of records. I didn't buy a ton, but I did buy a little bit. All right, bye.